Hello, it's Saturday the 6th of May. This is your Birmingham News Weekend magazine. It's the weekend, so I'm here with you for the next hour or so to take a look at what's going on around Birmingham, the West Midlands and beyond. Oh yes, welcome to the Birmingham News Weekend magazine. Coming up on today's show, we'll be seeing what's up on this week's community notice board. Carl Jones will be bringing us his weekend business update. We'll also remind ourselves what's been going on around our area too. Then later on, Carl will be back with the film charts. Our intrepid reporters Steve Green and Jason Forrest will be joining us with some more interesting guests. Norman Bartlam will tell us what's so special about this month, and then Johnny Doom will share his pick of the gigs. So it's all within the pages of the Weekend magazine. Welcome back to the programme with me, Lee Bannister. Now, Carl Jones will be back again shortly for his regular weekend look at the silver screen. But right now, community groups all over the Midlands are digging for victory in this year's Britain in Bloom competition. But for many volunteers, the work goes on all year round. Steve Green decided to do a little digging himself to unearth how local pride is blossoming in South Birmingham.
I'm here with Fran Lee, who is the coordinator of Acocks Green Village in Bloom, at the corner of Woodcock Lane at the very edge of Acocks Green. Fran, tell me about the work you do here.
Well, basically this piece of land was a derelict piece of land which the council maybe mowed, and they gave it over to us about 5 years ago, and we created all these beds. First of all, we put in lots of perennials and we put some annuals in, but we also created a beautiful wildflower meadow effect really amongst the grass. And since then, everybody says how beautiful it looks, and people come and take photographs, and it's the most popular feature of Acocks Green.
It's really amazing.
Yes.
I mean, the organisation's only been going, what, 5 years?
Yes, since 2012.
And you've done an awful lot of work in that period.
Yes.
Much of it, unfortunately, is not immediately visible from the main road as you drive through Acocks Green.
No, I mean, obviously Woodcock Lane is, and obviously we did the garden opposite here as well, which is privately owned.
That's right on the corner.
And again, people come and take photographs. But the orchard, although it's buried away, it is quite visible to the parents of the school next door. The orchard in Mallard Close opposite Sainsbury's we created again in 2012. The winter was terrible. We were digging, we got great big concrete blocks out of there. We've made a beautiful orchard with beautiful gravel paths, gravel supplied by local people, E.H. Smith.
And that beautiful mural at the back.
The mural at the back was created by a pupil from Archbishop Hillsley School, encouraged by the headmaster, is now doing a degree in fine art in Leeds. And she sat there in the hot July heat, just on boards with scaffolding, painting that mural, and everybody says how beautiful it is. And again, the churchyard we do, again, it's not totally visible, but like Woodcock Lane, when you come up into Acocks Green, we want people to see that Acocks Green is a beautiful place with lots of lovely shops, and why don't you stop and shop here?
And just across from here, you've got a bug farm as well.
A bug hotel. It's created with the help of Cottersbrook School, and we installed that because the Royal Horticultural Society, which we're part of, we come under their umbrella for Britain in Bloom, likes to encourage gardening for wildlife, so it entails lots of bugs and beetles, and then we also have a compost heap next to it.
It's one of the 3 things they look for, isn't it? 3 things they look for with Britain in Bloom. Yeah,
they look for environment, which is recycling, which we use water from drain pipes. We've got about 6 water butts throughout Acocks Green. We've also got compost heaps. One of the compost heap here on Woodcock Lane was created out of the stones off the central reservation in the village. And we thought we'd keep some heritage, basically. So we've got a posh compost heap. And we've also got compost heaps at our orchard in Mallard Close, and compost heaps at the church and by the library.
That's at St Mary's.
St Mary's Church,
which is, I must say, I was up there a little earlier, and the level of care you put into that place is quite incredible. Plus, of course, the church volunteers as well.
Yes, the church volunteers do an awful lot. But we specifically wanted to put the graves back together. They'd come apart, and lots of the masonry, the marble was around the churchyard. So we went hunting for the marble. And one of our chappies brought his winch and his pulley in, and he put lots of the graves back together again.
And particularly that one that you pointed out to me, which
yes.
is the one with the angel, which you had to resurrect, basically.
That's right. We had to resurrect that one. The marble was all over the place. We had to go and find all the bits and bobs to put it all back together again. So I think we did a good job there.
It does look extremely nice. And currently you're working on the island in the centre of Acocks Green.
Right.
A preparation for a statue that's going up.
That's right. It's again a sculpture dedicated to our work. It outlines flowers and fruit, but it also brings a little bit of heritage from Acocks Green, because it shows a steam train and it shows a horse-drawn narrowboat. These are the items in the Victorian era which brought the prosperity to Acocks Green. It brought a lot of the merchants out of the centre of Birmingham, who built beautiful houses, Victorian and Edwardian. So really, it's up to us to bring that heritage back in the form of this sculpture, along with the work that we do. But we also maintain the War Memorial by the library and the front of the library. We painted the outside of the library, but we also, in 2014, had the War Memorial repaved with the help of one of our councillors, Stuart Stacey, who said to me, well, you've been complaining about it, you get the bricks and I'll get the labour.
Well, thank you very much, Fran, and keep on the great work.
Thank you for taking an interest.
And Steve will be back again at the same time next week. And so then it's time to close the pages of the Birmingham News Weekend magazine for Saturday. Now I'll be here at the same time tomorrow, and of course there's more news for Birmingham and the West Midlands every weekday, because Mike is here at 6 and 9 in the evenings. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you back here at the same time tomorrow. Try a bit.